something's really going on with DoorDash that I think it's not usually what gig apps should do, especially to independent contractors. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm gonna do more deliveries today. Let's see how I do. It's already 6:01 p.m. though. I got my first Uber Eats order. It's $9.08. It's around 3.5 miles. It's been hot lately in Southern California, so it's really hard, and I will admit that this gig work is getting pretty harder, especially if it's low and in the summer, but I will still continue to do it when, you know, I have the chance for the extra money. But okay, it's Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's see if it's gonna take long or not, because usually it takes a while. But okay, let's grab this first order. Okay, I think this is the door to go get the takeout orders. I'm picking up for someone named Soul. They got wings. Can I open this door? Okay. Let me zoom in and see if those are the orders. This is Carla on the right. Oh, my order's on the left. But I still need to wait until someone comes out. Okay, first it's an Uber Eats order for Seoul, please. Thank you so much. Okay, I appreciate it. Bye.
Yeah. I think I ordered one for
Okay, maybe I'm supposed to. Uber Eats? For Seoul, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
Your grandma here.
Recording. 3 channels started.
Okay guys, not long after I got this order, I think it's really good. Double pickup though, still I think it's a really good one. Let's go get this and then hopefully we make up to $100 today. Hi, I got a pickup please for Jordan.
Jordan?
Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, next pickup here. Hello.
Hello.
A pickup for Carol.
Okay.
Carol W.
Hello. Okay. Yeah.
Only this or two?
Mm-hmm.
Two. Okay. Thank you. So I happened to arrive at this entrance and I don't have a code to enter, and I think there's a building map right here, and oh, is that them? Did you order Uber Eats? Oh jeez. Okay, someone came out, but I'm not sure if I should go in, and now it's closing, so they didn't tell me anything yet. Okay, I already tried to call Miss Carol. No response. Didn't pick up the phone. I see the building in that map, so they are definitely in there. I'm definitely not gonna walk through this to find them because I can't just leave my car here. Okay, they finally told me the gate code. Did that open it? Okay. Okay, finally, after contacting support, I think someone from support contacted them, or they finally read my message. Oh, am I blocking that car? Damn, the car is trying to... Okay, there's plenty of space, but he suddenly stopped. Hello? For Carol?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Is the gate automatic? Can I just
Yes, so
exit?
just drive up the middle and,
And
it'll
then it'll
open
open?
up by itself.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. Have a great day.
Thank
Okay,
you, you
bye.
too.
Bye, thank you. Hi. For Jordan? Okay. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye. Hi. An order for Eileen, please?
Eileen? I don't think it's ready yet, but I'll tell you when it is, okay?
Oh, thanks so much. Eileen C, yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the drinks,
On
okay?
the
Drink
oh,
the
okay.
food.
Okay, thanks. Eileen, okay, thank you.
We should be good, okay?
For things,
For
right?
items, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I really think every drink place should sell drinks that are sealed. Okay guys, so when I was gonna drop off the milk tea place, there was an order for Vaughn's. It was an alcohol shopping order, 19 bucks, really good, but 2 miles. But that milk tea place that I just picked up, it was 4 miles. I got really confused, wanted it, but had to not take it because for some reason now DoorDash is giving some information how many times you're late. You don't exactly get a contract violation. I think if it's over 20 minutes late or excessively late, you get this contract violation. But if it's late, like 5 minutes past, then they're expected or whatever. I think they're keeping track because maybe they know when you're dirty stacking. Dirty stacking is like, for example, you took a DoorDash one, then you took an Uber one at the same store, but you're dropping some other order off first or whatever. But anyways, that is kind of risky. And now it looks like it says if you're constantly late on DoorDash, they can deactivate you. So it doesn't mean that it has to be a contract violation. They keep track of how many times you're late and stuff. So, and then when I was along the way, I took this other order at this restaurant, but I was gonna go like a little further out, and so I had to cancel that one too. Okay, I think I might have found it. There's one, and then I need a white wine, Sauvignon Blanc. So, I don't know how to pronounce these. Okay, let me see how the front looks like again. It's supposed to say Edna Valley. Edna Valley? Right here? The front looks different though. I'm not sure if it's this. Okay, it actually is. Okay, the two things. Hi, how are you? Yes, I just need a scan real quick. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
Have
you.
a good night. Thank you. It is now getting dark, so I'm using this solar little charger thing. I got it from Amazon a long time ago. I think it was like $20-ish. These are pretty good too because I could just put it on the dash and then it collects sunlight. And I usually use it when I'm gonna film in the car when it's like it gets dark like this because I start kind of late. Yeah, so many people suggested me, you know, to start earlier in the day, maybe really early, come home, take a break, then come back again during dinner, like when it actually is busy and stuff. It's better than hanging around all day. But in the morning or whatever, I have tried several times, but I think maybe if you have the chance to, especially like, you know, the 4th of July or Memorial holiday, those weekends are really good to like do as many orders as you can, because it's like a once in a year opportunity to make a lot of money on these gig apps. You know, although it's not as much as it used to be. A lot of people said, you know, they were able to make like $300 a day. So a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, like, why do I do this? Like, it's may not seem like there is a future or anything, but in this economy, when regular jobs don't even have that stability, you could have a high position or whatever. I'm not saying it's bad, don't do it, but I'm just saying nothing is certain. Not the gig app, not even normal jobs either. So if you don't prefer, you know, just having to wake up every day doing what you don't like, but some people are like, okay, they rather do what they don't like but actually earn money or a lot of money, you know, than being out here doing the gig app work. So it might not be everything, but I believe that everybody has to have a purpose. Like, for example, you don't know what you want to do, or you need money, so you rather come out and find money. You know, this will buy you food, this will pay the bills. $11, 3 miles. Another alcohol order. I'll just do this. No time to be picky right now, and I'll talk about later to like the orders I did. It's not even alcohol. It's like, oh, it is alcohol. Some hard seltzer. What I realized is I've been sending orders to women lately. They've been ordering the alcohol. It's always some Christina or some Katerina ordering these alcohol drinks. I mean, nothing's wrong with that. I need the orders coming in. I used to not want to do the alcohol orders at night, but it's been women lately, you know, who's ordering. But anyways, okay, I'm just gonna go do this order. I'll tell you about the other day how this crazy lady, she was like, oh, the orders are late, and she was like yelling, and she said she was gonna report me. That day I didn't record because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do like 1 or 2 orders and go home, because I was waiting for a long time and I was getting bored. But let me tell you about that later. Okay, I'm looking for something called Happy Dad Hard Seltzer, and it's a Martin who ordered this time. Yeah. There's like one right here, and it was like that. So glad they need one, right? Hold on. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's see if it scans. Yes. Let me see if the door's actually open. I have my headlamp on. Oh, wait. Is it open? It is not. Okay, I see someone. I don't know if my light's gonna blind him or not.
Hello,
Thank
from
you.
Martin.
Yes, please. My light is on. Oh, thank you. That didn't work. Jeez. Sorry. Let me try. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Have a great night.
Have a great
Thank you. Bye. Okay, this is really weird. I'm in a dark parking lot and I have like lights on me, and then cars are so cars are passing and stuff, and I probably look really weird. It's like my face is lit, my body's dark or whatever, but at least there's some lighting, like the lamp over here. Okay, something's really going on with DoorDash that I think it's not usually what gig apps should do, especially to independent contractors. Before we get into this, I think I might have left off some of my rant about being purposeful or whatever, or the gig app. I really think whether it's a regular job or a gig app, I think having a purpose, or like, you know, the goals, like why you're doing this, what you're doing it for, besides eating and making a living and bills, I guess it kind of helps you do the job you don't want to do, or just doing the job in general to reach somewhere you want. For example, saving up for something, saving up more money, or getting rid of debt or something like that. So I really think, when people do those series, it really helps viewers and the person doing this have a purpose, like why you're doing it for, even though it's like a tough job. Okay, so DoorDash. Remember the one where I picked up milk tea just now? It could have been because when I was waiting, I had to wait a little bit because they were still making the drinks. I didn't exactly click on, oh, the order's not ready, but even some of the orders where I hit orders not ready, it would still, now it just tells you why you're late. Look, my on-time rate at the moment is 75%, and it tells me exactly every store that they say I'm late, even though I was really clean about it, meaning I did not accept another order and drop it along the way, like I have done for a few of those. And those, I deserve it. But when I was actually at the store waiting for it and actually just went directly to the customer's home to drop it off, they shouldn't account for lateness when they were still preparing the order. But it could be because I didn't hit they were preparing the order, whatever it is. But why would you be like, oh, you were late, when I was here at the store waiting for the order? They were still preparing it, right? You expect us to be like, oh, I'm waiting for it, to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're waiting for it. And even though I do that, they still say I'm late. Because you're an independent contractor, and because of this, independent contractor means you come with a skill set, or you do your job, and the company cannot tell you what you have to exactly do. It's kind of like you're hiring someone with the skill or to do their job, and you're not responsible for them getting hurt. You don't have health insurance for them. You're not reliable for anything. Basically, you sign some contract that we didn't read. There's these terms and conditions. You probably can't get some lawyer and be like, oh, I got hurt on this job, and they'll specifically say because you're an independent contractor, right? And for example, if you want to work at a company and they're like fully responsible, they got health insurance, if you get hurt on the job, you get whatever severance package, you get paid, or when you get hurt on the job, or they're fully responsible for those jobs, and they would specify you come in at 9, you need to clock in, you need to clock out, you have meetings at 3 p.m., you need to be able to lift 50 pounds of stuff or whatever, right? For independent contractor jobs, like for example, you go pick up stuff at Walmart, and for example, people have comments where they're like, hey, I don't suit this job to be carrying things, delivering it, and people commenting on my video like, why don't the customer help you and come and help you and stuff? Why would the customer help you when they paid to get their stuff delivered, right? Because look, independent contractor, they don't specify. You must be able to lift 50 pounds of stuff. You must deliver it. Well, you have to deliver things to their door, even though they don't have these certain things where it's like you're an employee, but it kind of tells you, like, which this is why there's a borderline of gig apps kind of like getting to lawsuit situations really often because of these stuff. Like, they cannot tell you what to do, yet you have to do a certain things the way they want you to, which is like kind of messed up. So like, for example, like a 90-year-old lady could still be doing this gig app, right? And then they could be fragile, they couldn't lift the water up the stairs to the door or whatever. Of course, eventually they get reported, but then that's still messed up, like, because they don't specify these certain things, but still you have to be able to do these things, right? So, okay, to answer questions like, okay, if you cannot deliver it, like, why are you doing this job? Like I said, because there's no specification, like, who can or cannot do this. So basically anybody, it could be, I don't know, like a 3-foot person who's really skinny, who took the job because they want the money, but because they don't have the, like, health to do it, but they still took the job to do it, okay, I kind of have a tone where I'm like angry, but I'm just like, I sound like a Karen sometimes, but I swear I'm not a Karen. maybe because I'm like just thinking about these things and I'm just trying to explain, so my tone is kind of like I'm mad, but I'm not. But okay, but you know what I mean. It could basically be any person doing this gig app because, and you're not an employee, whatever. And yeah, and people are like, okay, to answer that question, like kind of like, okay, why would a customer help you? Well, I always try my best to, there's not a problem. I always go to their door, right? For certain things, like if they order like a bunch of stuff, it's just like kind of like, I know they paid service fees, but for example, for like your $2 or $3 tip and you, well, I'm not complaining about the tips because, okay, I took the order and I promised that with this offer I will deliver it, which I do, but they sometimes want it specifically right at their door. And for example, yeah, they're like, whatever. It's just like, it's not like, why would you take the order and you can't deliver it thing, but kind of like, if you kind of have a heart, or if you're human, like, you know, kind of like, oh, I know I ordered 10 packs of water and the delivery driver's coming, I should at least kind of like help them or whatever. But you know, if you cannot, or if you knew you ordered a lot of things and you know it's difficult to deliver it, at least don't complain when they run into problems where they can't, like, you know, they have a problem delivering it. Just be like understanding, like, you know, not like, oh my god, I'm gonna take my tip back because you can't bring like my 12 cans of soda and like all these crap to my, directly to my door, like, you know. So yeah, so to answer, like, you know, I mean, to just like, you know, if people are wondering like, oh my gosh, like, because I'm a small person and I'm doing these videos where I deliver things and I run through problems of delivering, and sometimes people are like, okay, why would you have customers come and help you? So that's kind of why, if you're kind of listening to me, all right, it's because, like I said, it's an independent contractor job. Pretty much a 90-year-old lady, a super fragile person or whatever, can take this job, and this gig app can't be like, you know, they didn't specify you gotta be under a certain age or you gotta be healthy or something, because in the end, like, you know, they're not responsible if you fall down the stairs or whatever like that. Like, seriously, they are not responsible. So that's why I guess you gotta know like what you're like able to do or not do. But because when people rely on this, they're like willing to like hurt themselves and stuff like that because they want the money. So that's the con of it. Like, you know, like they will try even though their arms hurt to complete this job so they don't get in trouble. But for example, like you're unhealthy and you can't do it and you fall down the stairs and the customer's really angry, but you fell down the stairs and nobody's responsible for that, and the customer took their tip back and you're mad about, well, I mean, yeah, like that would be messed up if they did, and then you get deactivated. So it's a lot of things where, like I said, it's like borderline like lawsuit kind of thing, like, you know, because like for example, like companies, if you're hiring an independent contractor, you can't really like tell them like what they have to do, but kind of like still have to do what you're supposed to, if you know what I mean. Okay, so as I was gonna tell you earlier, so there was this one order, it was Friday, like 2 days ago, and this lady, it was Cheesecake Factory, same thing about this lateness thing, right? It was at the mall where I got the order while I was inside the mall and my car was in the structure, and I had to walk a little bit to the store, right? Because it would be late, or I don't know what's faster, to go by foot to the front where the Cheesecake Factory is within the mall, but you gotta walk through a little bit to that store, or take my car, which I won't find a parking anyway right in front. So this lady, okay, I wasn't recording like that day, but I think my dash cam was kind of recording me, but still, it's a couple days, so I think it might have been erased. She was crazy, man. So okay, yeah, and still DoorDash was like, I was late, even though when I went, there were a bunch of people trying to make an order, and I cut in front. Well, it's not cutting because why would I wait for everyone to order their food? So even though I cut in front, I tapped that, okay, order's not ready, still being prepared. DoorDash still told me that I was late, which is like really stupid, and it was a double pickup. So after that Cheesecake Factory, I had to go to another store to pick up for another person. And they were like, I was late, and the lady was like, once I got there, it said I was in the back of her house. It was stupid. The map is stupid sometimes. So I look at the address, and she was actually in the front. So I came in the back, and it was like another address, and I was trying to call her. Like, hey, am I supposed to go to the drive-thru or something, or your back house? She didn't answer, but she was like messaging me, hello, where are you? Like, whatever. So then I realized, oh, it might have meant it was in the front. So I went around, and I saw her standing in front of her house. I called her twice, she didn't pick up. Then I called her once, she didn't pick up. When she messaged me like, where are you? All these question mark. I called her again, and she picked up this time, and she's like, where are you? Like, I'm gonna report you. So I actually saw her. Once I arrived, she was like, give me my food, I'm gonna report you. You're like 35 minutes late. Like, so I was like, maybe she counted from the moment she ordered or something, and I was like, I just got your food. But of course I couldn't be like, oh, they told me to pick up another order, then come to you, right? So I was like, man, like the order was like, the food was in the side of the mall. I had to park at the second structure, walk in to get to your food or whatever. And then she was like, fine, I won't give you a bad rating. But anyway, she was like really crazy, really crazy. And still DoorDash was like, you're late. And there's no dispute button. Only if it's a like contract violation, you can kind of dispute it. Most contract violations that I've tried to dispute, it doesn't go away anyway. They try to like make it goes away after 100 deliveries. But for these, it's weird. It recently just had these. I don't know if you see it, because I see it, and I feel like these are messed up. And like, I mean, you should keep track. Like, for example, they're trying to keep track of you. I think they're just like eyeing you, targeting you to have a reason to like deactivate you. But man, like, it's a double pickup, and it was in the mall, so I don't know why they would be like, you're late. I can probably try to tell support about it, like, why the heck are you giving me this late mark or whatever. But like, yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna get another one. It's 9:45 right now. I have Walmart on, but I think Walmart orders are, I can't believe they tolerated that last year. But yeah, it's kind of like ghetto, like how things are with that app sometimes. Okay, I might not get another. Let me just keep driving, and then I'll update you whether I'm home or if I get another order. Okay guys, so driving along, there were no orders. I got that first one around 6. It's already 10 p.m. and I think I was on a little bit before 6 before I got that first order. But yeah, in total it's about $60 or so for a Sunday, which Sundays are usually the best days of making money on deliveries. It's really tough, the places that I used to get a lot of orders, the next time or something, it wouldn't be the same. So it's not exactly consistent, but at least we made something, and I appreciate you guys always coming in to watch. Thanks so much guys for supporting me with kind words in the comments section and for all the great tips and tricks. I hope you guys have a great week. Just share how it is for you guys. If it's been slow, if it's been great, or whatever, or interesting stories. Like, what's the weirdest thing, like, when you deliver, like how mad a customer was, or something like, you know, anything interesting. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next delivery journey. Catch you guys later, and have a great week, guys.